everybody, welcome back to another video. We're continuing where we left off with part 2 for Little Ladies Day for 2020. We are back in the Fronastery about to talk to Damielliot with the next part of the quest, which is called A Guest to Impress. Damielliot has the flustered look of a man who has been asked one too many questions. Greetings, Claire. I'm terribly sorry to trouble you again so soon, but may I have a word? As you know, our dear Lori was overjoyed to receive a personal visit from Redolent Rose, whom she so admires. So very few are given such an opportunity, and I would be forever grateful to you for your part in arranging it. However, Lori is not the only one under our care. When the other children heard her story, they came asking me to invite all manner of illustrious figures to the ward. Of course, I would gladly grant their wishes if I could. However, I am but a lowly physician, and hold little sway outside of this monastery. I do not sup with the Sultana or go for leisurely flights on the backs of dragons. But an adventurer of your stature is no stranger to esteemed company, both within and without the city. The children and I would be eternally grateful if you would draw upon this circle of acquaintances to make their dreams come true one more time. I sincerely apologize for imposing upon you yet again, but it is not for my own sake that I beseech your aid. In return for your efforts, I have arranged a reward, but I fear will only begin to repay the debt I already owe you. Young Reverie, emboldened by your example, has chosen to serve as Cential to our young ladies, and has helped sort all of their various requests. I asked them to write letters to the people they wanted to meet, although it seemed not everyone had a specific person in mind. You can find them on the desk over there. Read through them, and if there are any among your allies and comrades in arms who might be fit to call upon, don't hesitate to tell me, and I'll gather everyone here. Alright, so let's see what the handwritten message says. So we have, to Her Grace the Sultana, to A Fierce Gladiator, to a Master Chef, to Ul'Dah's top Songstresses, to the greatest Aesthetician in the realm, to a Dragon Gay, to the realm's richest person. Your Grace, to this day I remember when my father took me to see you speak. Your words moved me, and ever since I've tried to live by them. I've always been shy, but I want to learn how to be brave like you. How do you stand in front of so many people without looking nervous at all? There's so much I want to ask you, and if you could grace us with your presence at the Fronastery, I would be ever so grateful. So you have read the letters? Do any of your storied allies fit the descriptions written within? Great! I'll call the girls here. Who will you bring? The Sultana herself. Greetings, children. Is everyone having a splendid Little Ladies' Day? It's the Sultana. We're honored to be in your presence, Your Grace. Now, there's no need for such stiff formalities. Pray call me Nanamo, and it is I who should be so honored to receive your invitation. For our children are the most precious gemstones in all of Ul'Dah. I am sure there is much and more I can learn from your stories, and full eager am I to hear them. Your Grace, each moment we remain here, urgent matters are mounting and left unresolved. We would do best not to tarry over long. Papa Sean, do you forget the meaning of this day? For generations, the sultans of Ul'Dah have put themselves at the complete disposal of their chosen princesses. Am I not beholden to the same tradition? Or do you mean to imply that a sultana cannot be a Cential? No, Your Grace, of course not. I am glad that we have reached an understanding. Now which one of you addressed their letter to me? Come forward and I shall serve you as best I can. To A Fierce Gladiator. For as long as I can remember, I've been sickly. I feel like I spend more time in the Fronastery than out of it. I've always wished I could be like the gladiators I see around the city, so strong and healthy. as if they never spent a single moment in a sickbed. I want to learn how to be like them, especially the woman who leads the whole guild. If I was as strong as her, I would never have to come back here again. I don't care what it takes, just teach me what to do and I'll do it. The first sword of the Gladiators Guild. My friend here tells me that one among you has it in their head to become a gladiator. Raise your hand so I can judge if it's fit to raise a sword. Me! Aye, that's an arm I'd fear swinging at me even on my best day. You have promise, but many a talented gladiator has seen their bright future smolder by the sands of the Colosseum. Would you like to know what separates the wheat from the chaff? Much akin to how a sword must be sharpened daily, one skill must it be with practice often and with diligence. The very best of us do this and more. They train always with purpose. They have an image in their head of the gladiator they'll become on the morrow, the next moon, and the next summer. Take this advice to heart, for it has guided me to where I am now, and I suspect will guide me further still. Now imagine yourself with sword and shield in hand, ready to emerge victorious from your first tourney. A tourney? You mean at the Colosseum? I've always wanted to go to one, but my ma says it's too crowded and it'll make my condition even worse. So, I've never been. I see. Imagine yourself facing down a different foe then. This condition of yours. Imagine that you've trounced it so thoroughly that it would never dare to plague you again. Triumph over this enemy and take back your health, and I'll personally see to it that you're invited to a tourney showcasing the fiercest fighters in our guild. Oh, really? My word is as good as my sword. All I ask is that you put my advice into practice daily. Your first victory is yours for the taking. Of course, I promise. To a master chef. I've always loved baking cakes and other sweet things, and when I grow up, I want to open my own shop to see the smiles of the faces of my customers. Everyone here at the Fromasteri says my baking is delicious, and the tarts I made for them were devoured in the space of one bell. But even though my friends praise my baking, I'm still not sure if I'm doing everything right. So that's why I want a master cook to taste something I made with my own hands. And I want an honest opinion, no sugarcoating, please. A culinary magician. Oh, now I see why they call Ul'Dah a jewel. It's got the prettiest little lasses this side of Eorzea. Now who here's the one with a taste for cakes and cookies? Me, sir. Is it true you know how to cook? Ha 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 ha! Ah, ye could say that. I've been known to whip up a dish or two when the fancy strikes me. Some have even asked me to cook whole meals for them, if you can believe it. And then they ask for more. In fact, so many couldn't get their fill of my cooking, I stumbled into the position of guildmaster for the culinarians. Ever heard of the Bismarck? I'm something of a known quality there. And we're always looking for talent. I understand you've a dab hand in the kitchen yourself. I suppose. I like to make sweets, and one day I hope to open my own shop. That's a worthy road to walk down, if I do say so myself. You'll lose track of how many days you spent bent over an oven. However, I suspect that won't deter ye. Now that's the attitude I like to see. Now, lass, I came all this way on the promise of cake. One that'll put the Bismarcks to shame. Would you care to oblige me? To Ul'Dah's top Songstresses. Before I became sick, I was lucky enough to see the songbirds perform. The songs were so captivating and the dances were so extravagant, my memory of that day has gotten me through the most difficult time here. It's taught me to always have a song in my heart and a rhythm in my step, and when I grow up, I want to be just like you. I know I have a lot to learn, and I would treat any advice you could offer as preciously as if it was a pound of gold. Ul'Dah's top Songstresses. Now this is a crowd. Claire, you didn't tell us there would be so many of them. Greetings, everyone, and thank you for having us. Who wants an autograph? Ul'Dah, show a little restraint, please. We're in the sick ward, not on the stage. Let's keep civil in front of the children, shall we? Claire told us one of you little ladies wishes to be a songstress when she grows up. Which of you is it? Wow, look at her. She fit right in with the songbirds. Who's your favorite? It's okay, you can be honest. It's me, isn't it? I'm sure there are other things she'd like to talk about. Tell us, what made you want to follow in our footsteps? I saw you perform once in Ul'Dah, and by the end of the first song I knew what I wanted to be. Your voices, your dances, your costumes, everything was so enchanting. Really? Thank you for the kind words, truly. As a performer, there is no greater gift than the heartfelt appreciation of a fan. True, but being a songstress isn't all sunshine and lemon cakes, and becoming one was even less sweet. There are many hardships to overcome to get to where we are now, and certainly more are still ahead. On the stage, we're perfect, but it takes effort on the stage to get there. Day after day, for bells on end, we practice, and you have to be ready to endure that and more. Ul'Dah, she is but a child. While Ul'Dah's words may be blunt, there is wisdom in them. If we inspire this girl, don't we owe her honesty? Would that I was given the same gift when I was younger. Not that I would have chosen any other path than this. Quite the opposite, in fact. For every moment of suffering, there was countless more of fulfillment. Like this one, for example. Meeting our fans is always an occasion to hold dear. That's right, and I wouldn't dissuade any from pursuing their dream of becoming a songstress. Stay determined and practice every day, and before long, I'm sure we'll see you on the stage with us. I will, thank you. But let me warn you, if you aim to be Eorzea's #1 songstress, you have to face some stiff competition. To the greatest aesthetician in the realm. I can't stop playing with my hair. I usually style it differently every day, and I love coming up with all sorts of ways to fashion my friends' hair too. Everyone says I should become an aesthetician when I get older, and I couldn't agree more. But I'm still just a child, and I'm sure there's a lot of successful aestheticians could teach me. I have so many questions to ask. Maybe I could ask them while you're cutting my hair? A legendary aesthetician. Who is this? Ah, I see you are still drab corners of the world where the realm of Janadel has yet to grace the people's tongues. Not to worry, my dear ladies. By now, I am well accustomed to the feat of delivering the light of beauty to Eorzea's darkest recesses. This is an aesthetician? He's not like I imagined. Look carefully upon this visage, and then carefully inside yourself. Do so, and you shall come to see the truth. Not the truth of prostic reality. No, the truth of the heart. The one truth that can stir your soul and transform it from dull to dashing. Will you dare to accept it, or will you forever consign yourself to mediocrity? Excellent, my lass. Then take hold of your scissors, figuratively of course, and prepare to shear your ideal self free from the fabric of the comment and shape it into something wondrous, as only an aesthetician can. Now I shall exorcise the demon of ugliness from atop your crown, and you shall return to us a beauty reborn. Bid farewell to the life you knew, and prepare to see the world from a visage placed squarely upon the clamoring masses. Breathtaking, more lovely than words can say. No, you must not speak. You must bask in the moment. Today, you step foot upon a new path, a path that will lead you to a beauty so profound that you shall have no choice but to one day join me in my quest to banish all hints of grotesque from this land. To a Dragon Gay. Ever since Master Damielliot told me the story of the boy and the Dragon Gay, I dreamt of sprouting wings and flying off into the sky, free from this place and my sickness. I know that can never happen, but I still like to meet a dragon. The smaller the better, since the big ones look so scary. Fortunately, try as I might, my sickness keeps me from traveling far. But dragons can soar through the sky. If one could visit me here, I'd be over the moon. I already know we'd make the best of friends. My little dragon friend.
So many children! Is this what you call a litter? Is that a dragon? I can't believe it! It sure is small. It's not a puppet, is it? Can a puppet speak, child of man? I am indeed a dragon, and you may call me Kaimak. Wow, it talks! Why are you so small? Are you a child like us? If it pleases you to think of me as a child, then you may do so. What is it you children of man do for leisure again? If I recall correctly, scampering about aimlessly outside is a pastime of yours. I suppose I could deign to scamper. What say you, Claire?
But the physician said we can't go outside.
Nonsense! Every child must bask in the sunlight from time to time. How else would they grow big and strong like my friend Claire here?
We like nothing more than to go play, but we're sick. It might not look it now, but our condition can change in a moment's turn. We have to stay inside or else we might get worse.
I see. How unfortunate. I was looking forward to making new friends and catching up with old ones. Still, that doesn't mean I can't return when you are well. A day which will come soon, I'm sure. And when it does, we'll scamper through to make up for today thrice over. Don't worry, Claire will be coming along too. I'll see to it personally. It's a promise then, and dragons never break a promise, even should 1,000 winters pass. I hope to see you all before then, however, else I may no longer fit inside this tiny structure.
To the realm's richest person. I know time is money, so I'll get straight to the point. I want to be the richest person in Eorzea. That way I could travel the land with Da and Ma and fill our stomachs with the best food the realm has to offer. There's just one thing stopping me from pursuing my dream. I don't know how to make money, so I thought, who better to ask than someone who already has lots of it? I just need 1 or 2 hints to get me started, and I'm sure before long I'll be swimming in gil. Someone with deep pockets.
Well met, well met. Claire has told me to expect princesses, but I see now that the word hardly does this singular group of ladies justice. My god, Zanamaza! That's Namazu, young lady, and we do have names. Yes, yes. Mine is Giorin, and the pleasure of making your acquaintance is entirely mine. Now, I've heard tell that there was a girl here with ambitions of slumbering upon piles of gold and awaking in the lap of luxury. Me, I want to be rich. Ah, I know that glint in your eyes, for I had the same one in mine when I was your age, and truth be told, I still do. It's so rare to meet kindred spirits these days, ones that aren't trying to bankrupt me, that is. First step to making a pound of gold is to know your purpose, for that will serve to spur you forward when your fortunes are down and your coin purse is empty. When I heard my parents arguing about how much it cost to keep me here, I felt so guilty. But I also realized how hard they were trying for me. That's when I decided to become rich, so that I could make their life easy. I want to get out of here and show them every corner of Eorzea. Ah, more noble gold than most that go into the business of making money. That nobility will serve to help you survive through the lean times, and lean times there will be. Even I am yet to count myself among the affluent and well-to-do. But a Namazu can dream, and dream I shall, yes, yes. That being said, if your aim is to fill your coffers, there's no better place than Ul'Dah. Fortunes are made and lost every belle in the city, and a savvy merchant can massage the odds so that she wins more than she loses. Since you already have a purpose to drive you, your next step is to find a market. That requires research, dozens and dozens of conversations to discern what will sell and what better off left buried in the sands. And even when you're not researching, you must be thinking about your research. Begin your journey with this simple advice in mind, and soon riches shall flow to you. Should you succeed, which I'm sure you will, please visit me in Hingashi. I have no doubt 2 merchants of our aptitude can turn a mountain of coins into an ocean of them.
I must admit, when I first requested your aid, 'twas out of desperation. I had expected at best a short letter to read to the children, but you went the extra mile and provided us with an audience. I cannot remember the last time I saw everyone so happy. Joy was not the only gift you give everyone, however. The heartening words of your allies will fortify the children's spirits in the days ahead, that they might overcome their illnesses to see their health return. Please pass on our gratitude to your friends. And allow me to thank you personally. Your efforts have ensured that this little lady's day will always be remembered fondly by both the children and myself. You're welcome to visit here anytime you wish, and all the more welcome if you have another companion in tow. Alright everyone, thank you so much for watching. This was all of the little lady's requests and everybody that we're bringing in. I hope that you all enjoyed it and that you'll all be looking forward to the next video. It should be going up as soon as possible. So until then everyone, take care and have a happy little ladies' day.